Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today, as you could tell by the thumbnail, guys, is definitely going to be a get ready with me. Now, let me say, I haven't done a get ready with me in quite some time, but I'm eager, I'm energized, I'm ready to go at it. And so this is what we're going to do today. I need to use up some of this makeup that I have. So what better way than to do a get ready with me? Now, like I said, I haven't done it in a while, and here we are. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and extend a warm welcome to those that are new. And if you are returning to the channel, guys, hey, welcome back. I hope I'm focused in the direction I need to be, because I tend to want to look at the camera instead of straight ahead. So I'm going to try to stay straight ahead. Okay, so let's go, guys. Let's go ahead and get this makeup thing going. Okay, as you could tell, my brows is already done. All right, I have already done my moisturizing on my face, prep my face and everything. So what we get ready to do now is go ahead, excuse me, and dive into some primer. Now, like I said, I have mounds of products that I need to use up. So I was getting ready to reach for my Milk Hydro Grip, excuse me, my Milk Hydro Grip primer. I really like that stuff. But anyway, I got a few, okay, that I like most of us. But again, I need to use up some stuff I've been having that's been open, and I need to go ahead and use it so I can get rid of it. But today, I'm going to go ahead and prime with my Fenty. I have been using it, of course, but I still got quite a bit left in it. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with this. I was like, for a minute there, it acted like it didn't want to come out. So anyway, I had forgotten how good it feels on the face, because I haven't used this stuff in quite some time. And just like a lot of my other makeup, it's just sitting, and I don't want it to go to waste. So I need to do better. Okay, so. Okay, primer is on. Primer is on. Brows are done. So I'm not going for anything in particular either, guys. I'm just going for a simple everyday look. I will be using my one of my mini e.l.f. little mini palette. I think they call them bite-sized palettes. Okay, I will be using that. And I think this one is called, I don't have my glasses on, guys, but I think this one is called Pumpkin Pie, if I'm not mistaken. The colors in it is really pretty. Definitely neutral for a simple everyday look, right? So that's what we're going for. So before I do that, let's go ahead and prime the eyes. So I'm not using anything that's, well, let me rephrase that. I'm not using much of anything that's going to be costing a lot. I am going in with some concealer that I got from my local beauty supply. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of this under the eyes. And also on the eyelids. I think I may go ahead and do a little color correcting. And normally I usually don't because my concealer actually does a great job at concealing my hyperpigmentation. But I think I'm going to go ahead and mix a little color correcting, and I do mean a little. Again, another tube that came from my local beauty supply. This is in the color orange. And when I tell you it is pigment, it is pigment. So I'm only going in with very little. And I wanted to mix that with the shade I have under my eyes. Because a little bit of this goes a long way. And I may have already put in too much. But that's okay. We'll blend it out. We will blend this out. But I'm going to let this sit here for a second. And make sure I get on the sides of my nose. Because I'm beginning to get those marks. Because I'm in my glasses 95% of the time. So let's go ahead and blend this concealer out that's on the eyelid. What have you guys been up to? I myself haven't been up to much. I have been getting some sewing projects done. I just haven't uploaded anything quite yet. And that too is coming. I am trying to build up a few projects to, give myself a little leeway. So, and I'm almost done with another project as well. And that's probably when I go ahead and start loading up the sewing projects, because I can't wait for you guys to see them. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my first color that I wanted to use in this palette. Unfortunately, it has no names, but I'm going into this lighter brown shade here. Hey, how's the weather been for you guys as well in your neck of the woods? I know over here where I am in Kentucky, we had some serious storms that come through for the last couple of days, even late yesterday evening. It was one of those storms where, the storms were so severe that you get that alert message across the TV allowing you to, or keeping you in the know, the location of the storm and the severity of it. And if possible, have your emergency areas on standby. Yeah, it was one of them kind. I'm like, okay then. Yeah, so I'm trying not to make this video, guys, too lengthy. But hey, what can I say? I haven't made a makeup video in quite some time. So if it ends up being long, guys, forgive me, but hopefully you guys will watch and, and will like it. Okay, so I got the transitional shade in now. So I'm going into this dark brown here because I do want to apply a little depth. Let me get a smaller brush. I do want to apply a little depth on not just the outer corner, but right into the crease as well. I'm trying to find a much smaller defining brush. A defining fluffy brush. Let me say that. Okay. Let's try this one. Just want to deepen up the outer corner. Okay, and then transfer that a little bit, just a little bit in the crease. For a second there, I was like, it's not giving me the depth that I was looking for, but I think it's working out fine. You know, I feel like this eye over here, I can see the depth in that side, but over here it's like it's a little faint. Sorry about the traffic, guys, if you hear it. I am right next to a window. Okay, so let me go back in with the first shade, because I feel like I've lost it a little bit. And blend that as well. Okay, now let's go into which one of these shimmers I want to use for my eyelid. I think I'm going to go in with this one here. And definitely apply that right on the lid. Oh yeah, this is perfect. This is too pretty. Guys, let me tell you something. I don't know about you guys, but we have been having it really bad with flies here lately, you know. And of course, if they come in this household, honey, they for surely have met their last day of wings. Because there is nothing more annoying than them things flying around and buzzing. And it seems like they know what they're doing too, because they want to get on your nerve, buzzing around your ear. And God forbid if you are resting, it's like they see you resting. They have the mindset of, hey, let's go mess with her today. You know what I'm saying? It's that crazy. And I'm like, girl, I cannot do, honey, the flies. Okay. I like how that looks. I like how that turned out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step, guys. Okay, I was undecided on whether or not I wanted to apply some eyeliner over top of the eyelid. But since, I'm really not going anywhere, so I decided to skip that. Go ahead and apply this mascara. I do want to get into creating more. Get ready with me, with you guys. I can't stress enough. It's just giving me the reason to go ahead and utilize so much of the makeup that I already have. Excuse me. My voice is in and out, guys. I'm trying not to catch a head cold. But anyway, I do have my lashes. Can you believe that? I'm putting lashes on today. I haven't worn lashes in a while because you guys are used to seeing me in the black rectangular frame glasses. So yeah, but now I have a new pair of glasses, right? So those are the ones I'm going to put on today. So let's go ahead and get this um, concealer that's under the eyes. Let's go ahead and get that blended out. I'm not going in any kind of order, guys. I'm just applying a little bit more of what I had already applied, right? So, okay, so let's get this blended out. And I think, applying a little bit, very little of the color corrector made all the difference in the world. And like I said, I usually, don't get into color correcting like I used to, because normally just some simple full coverage concealer does the trick anyway. Yeah, but I decided to go in and be extra today. So while I have already blended under the eyes out, let's go ahead and get these lashes on, because I've already had them prepped and ready. Now, I haven't applied lashes, like I said, in a while. So you guys bear with me with putting them on. Okay, I'll try to make it as quick as possible. Okay, guys, we got the lashes on, okay? Struggling a little bit, but we got them on. And can you guys see me pretty good? Let me fix this. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see much more of the face, much better. But anyway, I'm going into some ColourPop foundation here, and I am using a, oh heck, what is it? Foundation brush from Juvia's Place. And I'm not going in with much, guys. Okay, very little. Very, very little. Okay, let's go over the forehead a little bit. Hey, let me tell y'all something. I am still learning when it comes to makeup. I promise you I am. I haven't always wore it. I've always liked it, but I never knew how to, and I still don't. I'm still trial and error. Try to place makeup where it needs to be without looking overdone. And now that I'm in my Gen X years, I am over 60. I try to use as less as possible. But I went into my stash and found this NYX concealer palette, 6-pan concealer palette. So I'm going into that dark brown there. And just to add a little contour here. And this is just a random contour brush. As a matter of fact, I've been having this brush for so long, I tell you. And but I got it in a, y'all guys remember the subscription BoxyCharm? That's where I got that from. Okay, so I'm going into some liquid blush here. Can't tell you the shade, guys. But it's pink. Not too light of a pink, but pink. So, and this color, this color is very pigmented. So you want to use a light hand when applying. So I'm just going to tap over, right over top of where I applied the contour. And I'm adding a little bit more than I usually do. Because like I said, it's pretty pigmented. But, once I blend it out, I still want you to be able to see it. But I don't want it to be, like I have this big rosy cheek here, so you see how easily that blends out, and it looks real faint, but you can tell I have some color there. That's exactly what I want. Okay, y'all hear my phone going off, but it'll have to wait. Now, while I was applying the concealer, I forgot to add a little bit down my nose. So I'm going to go into that same concealer and add a little bit here. I need to wash my brushes. That's definitely something I'm sure I'll do sometime late this evening. I keep putting it off and putting it off. But yeah, I'm going to have to get it together and get those washed up as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and blend over everything one good time so we could start setting. Okay, all this cream and liquid on my face. Let me wipe down the beauty marker. Okay, so I think I will go in with either my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Medium Deep or my Sasha Buttercup. I'm trying to think. You know what? I'll mix the two. I will mix the two under the eyes because the Sasha Buttercup gives me the nice bright yellow powder without, and then the Maybelline Fit Me gives me a little more of my skin tone. So with the two together, it's a, nice little mixture. So I got a little bit on my sponge here. Let's go ahead and set these under eyes. And I'm using very little too, guys. Definitely don't want the under eyes to look cakey. No, can't afford that. Can't afford it. Don't want it. So let's put the lids on the powders here because I got so much going on my makeup table. The last thing I need is to knock that stuff over and have powder everywhere. Okay, but the rest of my face, do I want to take my Milani or, yeah, I think I will. And I'm just taking a e.l.f. Big fluffy brush here and dust this over the face. Now, I don't bother to add any eyeshadow or color underneath my eyes. There's a reason why I don't do that. And for me, because I have hooded eyes, okay, as you can see. And my eyes are also small in size. So I don't like applying color or eyeliner underneath the eyes because to me, leaving it open, as you see, it makes my eyes look more alert, more awake. And because my eyes are small, by adding color, it to me it just makes my eyes look like they much more darker underneath. So that's the whole reason why I don't bother to apply um, color or eyeliner underneath the lower lash line. Now, if I was to go into, which I still do every now and then, I will take a pencil and just hit the outer corner of the lower lash line, but I'm not going to fool with that today either. So I'm going to go into this same Milani palette and just slightly go down the bridge of my nose. And I don't take this all the way down, but I also blend it in with my eyeshadow too, as you see here. And I only keep it in the bridge. Okay, believe it or not, guys, we are near completion, really. Yeah, so let me go back over and brush again. And before I apply any lip color, let me go ahead and spray my face. And I am, by the way, using some Morphe setting spray here. Like I said, we are in the stages of trying to use up some of this stuff that I have. I haven't bought any makeup though in quite a while. I have given away plenty, whether it be to my daughters, a couple of my daughter's friends. And hey, my girls very seldom even wear makeup, but you know, I offered it what they wanted out of it to them first. A couple of their friends, a couple of my friends, because I'm telling you guys, I had more makeup than I could go through, and that's the God's honest truth. Because again, like I said, I was a big subscriber to BoxyCharm. I love that. And then when they end up merging, I think with Ipsy, and when they did that, I canceled the subscription because I was already receiving it for like 2 years with BoxyCharm, and I have accumulated quite a bit. I was getting, 2 boxes a month, the basic box and the medium box. And they also had a large box, but the large box came quarterly, every 3 months. But the first two, I was getting every single month, and that wasn't even including what I was buying locally. So I had a very vast amount of makeup. And yeah, I fell down in that rabbit hole just because I liked the way it looked. Wanted to try this and that. So before I knew it, I had quite a bit. So let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to do with these lips. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with just an ordinary brown pencils, excuse me. Um, and since I did a simple neutral look for the eyes, I'm going to keep the same thing for the lips as well. Okay, I have this neutral shade here from Juvia's Place. Let me get my glasses here, guys, so I can tell you what the shade is, because this fine print they be putting on the end of the glasses, I still can't see it. I'll just make sure I have the color in the description box below. But yeah, this is the typical Juvia's Place uh, lip here. And this is definitely a nude shade, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and apply this pretty neutral brown. But I think I'm going to go back with some of that um, concealer. Put a little on my finger just to highlight the center um, of my lips. That's perfect. Yep, that is perfect. So, guys, the final moment here, I get to put some bigger eyewear on since I'm wearing lashes today, okay? So I don't have to worry about the lashes bothering my eyes by rubbing up against my lenses, okay? So here we go. Perfect, okay, perfect. So this is it, guys. This is definitely it. Let me know what you think about this simple, easy, everyday look. Again, I went into the Bite Size palette by e.l.f. called Pumpkin Pie. Okay, this is it here. So yeah, I'm glad I went ahead and pulled this out. And yeah, there's going to be many Get Ready With Me videos, guys. I'm trying to get myself in the habit of doing some things I had gotten away from. So yeah, so let me know what you think of the easy everyday look for a woman who's well over 60. Yes, I am well over 60. Um, but I like it. I like how everything came together, everything pulled itself together. So yeah, keeping it simple. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere, but if you were, you still look put together in the face without being overly done. So that was the look I was going for. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys liked the simple, easy video. Let me know what your thoughts are about anything that I have tried, that I have mentioned. Again, I will leave everything that I've tried in the description box below. And until then, guys, I'll see you all on the next one. Have a blessed day, guys. Bye.